What's up, y'all? It's me, to the T. Get with me. Y'all, I'm trying to come up with a YouTube tag so I can start saying that at the beginning of all my videos. So that's the first one that I came up with. I don't really care if y'all don't mess with it because I mess with it, but this is my 4th YouTube video. Go me, for real. I am making progress and I'm so proud of myself for really staying consistent. Let's start with that. I'm doing some box braids in this video, and for any of my Tampa followers, just know that if you ever come to the shop, a wash is always included. I just want y'all to know, because I know these stylists nowadays do not include washes. I do include washes with my styles. Now, if you come to my house or I come to your house, it will not be the same. I do charge for a travel fee because, I'm using my gas and my time to come and see you. Or you can make your way to the salon. But the only reason I do that is because you don't have the same materials that you have in the salon to be able to wash someone's hair. But if you come to the salon, you won't have those problems. I'm not like these other stylists. And I was self-taught for braiding, not for everything else. And I don't know, in my heart, I really just don't feel like that's right to not include a wash. So I still do. Now I might have to up my prices because I do, but y'all deserve your hair washed. They teach you that in cosmetology school, that you need to wash your client's hair. So I still wash my client's hair. Right here, you just see me preparing the hair. But today, we're going to talk about mental health because all my other videos have really been about my business. But my business deals with mental health. And so, although I'm focusing on the hair part and you're watching a video about hair, I wouldn't be being true to myself if I didn't talk about mental health, because that's where my passion lies along with this. So, in my last video, I talked about me needing to take a breather because I tore my Achilles. And I went home to get a breather, thinking that was going to help me. And in that time, just to tell y'all, just like I said in my last video, grounding and meditation and praying to God will really help you. You do need people. Psychology says that being around a supportive system while you are going through something really helps you heal faster. So look at her rocking back and forth. LOL. I love her. She's so funny. But yeah, basically being around people helps you to heal. And so, I wanted to be around people. I wanted to be around people that I love, but sometimes you need to be by yourself as well and really work through your problems on your own. It's not good to be alone for too long, but you do have to, really just sit with yourself and really understand yourself and focus on what it is that will get you up out of a mental fog. So I had to do that instead, unfortunately, because of my personal life just continuing to do a 180. I was a little triggered. I won't go into detail because I don't like talking bad about people, but just me and people just haven't been getting along lately, and that's okay. I just know how to remove myself from situations. I can't say that I'm always able to. Sometimes my emotions get the best of me, but that's okay. It's okay to have emotions, but I've been reminding myself that you can't act off of your emotions. So me taking that time away to really just focus on me, I needed that. So if you're healing from something and you need to take time and space away, there is nothing wrong with that. Don't let anybody convince you that something is wrong with you for needing time and space for yourself. They should actually be appreciative because you probably won't end up going off on them or acting irrational by taking that time and space. If a conversation is too difficult for you, take a deep breath before responding. Don't just respond because you're feeling some type of way. Take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. And if they don't respect your boundaries, then they don't need to be in your life, period. But yeah, I acted off my emotions. And I said some very hurtful things to people. People said some very hurtful things to me. And I just needed to recollect. With that being said, it can be very hard to focus on the rest of your life when things are going on and you feel like everything is happening back to back. But I just want to encourage y'all that there are ways to pull yourself up out of that. You can journal. What I've been doing is sitting out in the sun lately. don't hold on to your emotions either. Like, if you need to cry, you gotta cry. I feel like a lot of people in this world see crying as a weakness, and it's really not. I used to be one of those people that really saw crying as a weakness. I tried to drown myself in work and all that stuff, and that is not working for me now. That is not working for me now, and that is not what I want to teach the girls that I work with to do, to avoid their problems and just stick their head in work. Sometimes you do have to still get up and go to work and do things. Like, you see me, this was before I hurt my Achilles, but I was still going through stuff at this time. So you see me in the shop, you see me still getting my master's degree. If there's any young girls out there listening to this, I want you to know that life is gonna get hard. It's going to get hard, but it's okay for you to fall. It's okay for you to fall. I don't want you to think that you have to just persevere, and especially Black women, young girls, we're taught to just be strong and not deal with anything. It is okay not to be okay. It is okay to cry. It is okay to be emotional. It is okay. It doesn't matter if somebody else thinks you're weird for it, they think you're weak for it, whatever. That is what's going to help you. Because I've realized that I've held on to so many emotions. Me trying to be hard has really put me into more difficult situations than if I would have just, I won't say completely, because honestly, being a business owner, sometimes you have to suck up your emotions and just deal with it. That is just life. But I'm saying, like, in my personal life, I was trying to be way too hard. I wasn't allowing people to love on me. I really was just not worried about all of that. I was just like, I got me. It's okay to fall. Make sure you have a good support system. At least one person that you can call on when you know you just about to break down. Life is just over for you. Because I am very appreciative of my friends that just let me vent. And let me tell them that, look, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And they just give me words of encouragement to let me know, like, you're on the right path. Like, just remember that the more you elevate, the more enemies you're going to have, the more demons that you're going to have to defeat. And I, for a second, could not understand that. I was like, dang, God, I'm doing so good. I'm working on my business. I'm doing everything that you told me to do. I'm in my purpose. Like, why are these demons attacking me? Why is my spirit so low? And I fed into it, and I've been feeding into it for a couple of months now. Almost damn near a year. But I'm realizing when you have power and control over your own emotions, and you can really understand why you feel some type of way, it stops you from a lot of destruction. And I'm telling y'all this ahead of time so you don't have to go through as much destruction as me. I'm a very logical person, but that doesn't mean that I don't have emotions. And so all my intellectuals out there too, stop acting like you don't got no emotions. You do. But yeah, I really just want to make sure y'all are all okay mentally. Even with me not being okay mentally, I really just want to be an advocate. I wouldn't be an advocate without being transparent about how I feel, what I'm going through, or what's going to encourage others. Like, if I could come on here and talk about my emotions, being transparent and admit that I messed up and take accountability, you can too, but you can also fix it. You can take accountability to fix it as well. And that's where I'm at in life. And I just want everybody else to not be afraid to speak up and ask for help. If you need therapy, it's okay. If you need a friend, it's okay. Like, just remember that, because I really was just like, everybody's out to get me, whatever. I'm being stubborn right now, but I won't even, I'll take that back. I'm not being stubborn. I'm setting boundaries, and it can be really hard to set boundaries with people, but do not back down. Keep those boundaries in place, because if that's going to help your mental health, if that's going to help you be okay, and you know people are hurting you, and you know you're not in a healthy environment, remove yourself. Set those boundaries. It doesn't matter how mad that person gets or those people get. You have the right to have peace. And if somebody can't respect that you want peace and they want to bring you down with them, do not allow that. That is not love. That is not consideration. And if somebody can't be considerate of your time, space, and energy and your emotions, they don't need to be there. Do not convince yourself otherwise. Just don't. And like I always say, when I speak to y'all, I'm speaking to myself too. And like, that's just the realness of it. I can't teach y'all or say anything to y'all or give y'all advice if I'm not honest with myself too. So this is me being honest with myself. I will talk a little bit about business and what else I've been doing and what's been going good in my life, because that will help me just feel like I should be in a better mood and just remember the positivity. That's another thing that you can do. What I've been doing is, I'm sorry y'all, I tried to keep my butt out the camera, but I didn't have my phone out. But let me go back to what I was saying. I got distracted. One thing I've been learning about myself is that perfectionism is a trauma response. Woo, we love trauma, don't we? No, but I work with kids that are rescued from sex trafficking, and a lot of them, they get frustrated with themselves when they can't do something correctly, and then they end up acting out. I don't act out anymore. I probably did as a kid, but something that was hindering me from starting my business for years was that I wanted everything to be perfect. And I'm a Virgo, gang up in this thing. So perfectionism is just in me, baby. It's just in me. And all the videos I've been watching on like business and stuff, they were like, it's never going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start somewhere. And so I've been like, not really downing myself, but like, I just always felt like I never had the perfect picture. I never had the perfect background. I never had the perfect video to really start my Instagram page or start a YouTube page or whatever. But like, me starting, people are watching. Even if they don't like the video, they're watching. I've gotten clients and stuff. And the fact that I have started also has gained me followers. I've been able to network, all of that stuff. Instead of just saying, oh, like, this is not the right angle, or just speaking negativity into my plans. I've been speaking positivity into my plans, and that has really helped me just be like, okay, cool, go ahead. Like, my business is going to be successful. My business is going to be successful. I say that when I wake up in the morning all the time. So, yeah. One thing I will also say is that I thought that I needed money to start my business as well. And I think I talked about it a little bit in my last video. It was like, there's so many free resources, so many free resources out there to really help you and move you forward. But exciting news, I got a new job. Just because my Achilles is torn, but I ended up really liking what I'm doing. I'm an addictions counselor now. I just started last week. The thing about it is I'm not a morning person. And so I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to me, because I'm dedicated, because it is 12:30 at night and I'm posting this video. But honestly, I'm not used to the schedule, so I've been up at this time anyway. And I was just like, I've been trying to hold myself accountable and get some content out there as quick as possible, just so I have videos up so I don't fall off. It's really for my self-care and for me to stay consistent and just really show myself that I can do this. I am doing this for other young girls and young entrepreneurs who really feel discouraged from starting their business or whatever. Holding myself accountable holds y'all accountable. So girl, get up. One thing you will learn about being a business owner is that in the beginning, you will put in a lot of hours. You will put in a lot of work. You will have to do a lot of networking. You don't just get the benefits of being a business owner without putting in the work first. So you put in the work first, and then you reap the benefits. So I have been dedicated to this job where I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I only work until 1. And then I have a knee scooter. So now that I'm back in Florida, because I wasn't in Florida, I am going to open my books back up and just do hair on my scooter. I actually did it. It was a very quick style, just like a beehive for a traditional wig, but I did it and I felt comfortable, and people don't mind that I'm on a scooter. I should be able to walk soon though, which is even more exciting, but I'm still gonna probably bring my knee scooter around because I don't want to be putting too much pressure on my foot, and I'm really not. I don't think I'm going to be able to put 100% of the weight on my foot immediately. But yeah, me working until 1 gives me time to at least do 1 to 2 clients in a day. So I was like, girl, yeah, promote that, do that. Like, put in the work, put in the time so people can really see you're dedicated. I'm trying to still have work-life balance, but I think what I'm gonna do is probably just keep my books open a couple of times during the week, not every day, just so I don't bog myself down. And then maybe Saturdays all day, because I still need time to rest. And I'm not trying to overwork myself like I've done in the past. And then after I overwork myself, I get tired, and then I need a breather, and then I need to just not work for a second. Then I'm sitting in my feelings and I'm stressed out because I don't got no money and I don't got no job. But I'm lying. I don't be stressed out because I don't got no money and no job, because what I used to do is work like 2-3 jobs 6 months in a row, stack up, and then quit the 2 jobs and only keep my main job. Whatever was in my career field, I would keep that job. But this seems like a very balanced work-life balance for me, having to be up that early. It makes me be consistent. It makes me have a routine, and I'm just going to embrace it for the time being. When I was watching a video about this lady who is I don't know if y'all know, but group homes are $1 million business. And she was like, she was working doubles. She was working doubles before she was able to just only work on Mondays. And so I try to encourage that with anybody who is starting a business. Like, those long hours will pay off, but they don't pay off without you putting in the long hours. Like, they don't. They really don't. So yeah, just once again, I'll be opening my books back up. I like my new job. I am excited that I'll be able to have such a routine. And another nice announcement is that I just took my final for my master's degree. This is my second to last semester. I'm taking my thesis over the summer, and then I have another semester. So with my thesis, I'm trying to use my thesis to prove that my business will work. And that gives me credibility. Girl, just know, we're doing the damn thing. And after I write my thesis, I will tell y'all how I plan on, you know what, I'm lying. After I secure the grant money and everything that I need specifically for what I'm trying to do, I will reveal what I'm doing. I don't like talking. I speak things into existence on my own, and you should, but sometimes when you boast about a plan too early, it doesn't really go as planned. And I had to learn that the hard way about a lot of stuff. I was very arrogant. Even though people see me as humble, I was arrogant about some things. And I noticed that when I started bragging too early or bragging too much, things was just kind of falling apart. Even with my boyfriend, LOL. So don't brag. Be humble. I know there's better braiders out there than me. I know that I can improve though. So I just choose to just stay in my lane. And when it's my time to shine, it's going to be my time to shine. But like I said before, I'm only braiding hair to gain recognition so that I can really create something that has never been created before. And people are going to see that. I don't doubt myself. It's just braiding hair within itself is very time consuming, and I just don't want to work past 30. I have a lot of carpal and like stiffness in my hands because I've been braiding for 10 years, and I never really saw the fruition from it as far as it paid my bills or whatever. It was always a side hustle. But I'm turning it into a full gig with the intention of turning it into a full gig in other ways. Basically, I'm not going to be the one doing hair, but hair will still be involved. And if you ever listen to like hairstylists and stuff, they'll say you get in the hair game to get out. You get in the hair game to gain recognition, to network, to be able to own a business and do something else. Or, you get in the hair business, you start doing hair, and then you own a salon. Like, you don't stay in it. Some people do stay in it because they love it, and I do love it. I just know that it's not my complete lane. Not because I'm not good at it or anything like that. I just know I'm supposed to own a business. I'm not supposed to be hands-on with the business. It's supposed to be me just sitting back, sitting pretty, being able to travel, being able to help people, being the face of it rather than putting in the work for it. And it's gonna work out. I know it's gonna work out because I'm dedicated. and I'm putting in the work first. I'm looking at my notebook, trying to see what else I have to talk about. Hold on. Well, I just say this, that sometimes multitasking can be hard. And when you have a lot on your plate, really try to focus on what you're doing it for. How is it benefiting you? Keep a positive mindset, because it can be easy to feel burnt out and just tired and just be like, I'm not doing anything. Especially dealing with anxiety. A lot of the times, because I'm so anxious, because I have so much to do, I will sit there and not do it and then wait last minute, and then that creates more anxiety. So what I did was I have a reminder on my phone to work on my business at least 45 minutes a day. Start small. You could start with 15 minutes a day. You could start with 20 minutes a day. But as long as you're doing something that is going to work towards your business, you're okay. If you know you have homework like me, or you have a test to take, do not wait until 11:50 to start taking the test that's due at 11:59. So I try to train my mind. My therapist didn't tell me this, but like I just train my mind as in like I speak affirmations like, you're going to do well when you do this. If you get up and do this now, you don't have to worry about doing it later. Talk to yourself. You might feel like you're crazy talking to yourself, but I promise you, if you talk to yourself and you give yourself positive self-talk about the things that you're doing great in your life, you will feel better, and you will talk yourself out of procrastination. There is a study, though, that people who procrastinate do better on tests than people who don't. Because under pressure, this is like playing in sports. When you're under pressure, everything depends on you. You do better because you know that if you mess up, everybody's watching. And so I was taking L's in my class because, I feel rightfully so, because I've been going through so much. And I'm still not comfortable with just putting all my business out on the internet. But like, I have a right to be very stressed out, like to the point where if I was suicidal right now, I think what I think, but I'm not, and that's by the grace of God, and I'm happy for that. But I can understand when people go through so many things that they just want to give up on life. I can understand it. I'm okay, y'all. I'm not condoning any of that. I'm just saying, like, it really gets that real sometimes where you just be like, I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do. And I'm so smart and I take care of myself very well. But that does not mean that you will not break down. You will. It's a part of life, and everything is just not going to go as planned. So I talk to myself when I wake up, and I say what I'm grateful for. And I talk to myself when I feel myself getting anxious and feeling like I don't want to do anything, even though I know that if I do it, it'll feel better. And so that's what I did with my finals today. Trying not to break, but it's gonna work out. I don't want to speak too much negativity or sadness into my videos, but it's just a real part of dealing with your mental health. Like, you're gonna have some bad days, love. You're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna be out of it. But then when you feel good, you feel good. You're gonna be up there. You know that anything good in life does not come without trials and tribulations. I'll speak to myself too when I say that. I've been going through so many trials and tribulations, and I just been like, golly. But I'm proud of myself, and you should be proud of you too. If you kept going through your trials and tribulations, be proud of yourself. Really do, because there's some people that don't last. There's some people that do give up, and RIP to them. Anyway, child, this style took me about 6 to 7 hours. I'm trying to get faster with braiding. I'm trying to figure out if me braiding all the way to the end, or if me braiding halfway on every braid and then going back to re-braid it is faster. Sometimes I do faster with braiding it all the way down. Sometimes I do faster with just braiding it halfway, and then it just depends on the thickness of the person's head. She has pretty thin hair, so I decided to just braid the ends after. We were having a good time in here. She really made me feel better. That's a person I could talk to. One thing about it is when you sit in the chair as a client, or the stylist doing your hair, y'all gonna talk and you gonna get it out. That's one thing about just having clients that you can just be open and real with. But yeah, it took me, like I said, 7 hours to do her hair. She wanted curly ends, and it came out really beautiful. Yes, sir. Look at them clean parts. Look at them braids. Look at those ends. Honey, I don't come to play when it comes to styling them. I was gonna cuss. To styling the head, and I'm gonna boost myself, period. You should book with me every day, all day. I don't care. I love y'all.